Action!
Alright guys, welcome to another episode of the Rumikay Talks, and today we're going to talk about constructive feedback. How to give a constructive feedback. We are surrounded by negativity, negative news, people criticizing you, people criticizing you at work, at home, at different places. But the life doesn't have to be this way. We can change it. You don't have to spread negative news. Even if you read it in New York Times or anywhere else, you don't have to share it with your partner because they weren't asking for it. They weren't looking for it. They're going about that. They're enjoying it. And then you're going to bring them bad news that's not even related to you or may never even touch your life or your area of life. It doesn't mean necessarily that you don't have to be aware of some big events that happen, but you also might as well be well off without those news because, frankly, you cannot really change them. You cannot affect them, especially majority of things that happen on the news, you cannot really change them. So focus on the things that you can actually change. Because if you do, then you won't have time to do anything else. You're going to be already focused on the thing that you can change, that already a lot of things that you need to change in your life. At least in my life, there are a lot of things that I always can change. So there's no shortage of that. So focus on the things that you can change. And now Rumena will tell a little bit more about providing feedback.
Yeah, so as Konstantin mentioned, we're constantly surrounded by negativity and negative comments. So it's important when giving feedback to someone to stay away from being super negative. It always hurts to say to someone, your screenplay sucks, or you're a bad actor, your movie is terrible. It's just wrong. It's just not good. It's very negative. It doesn't help them at all. It just criticizes their work, themselves. It could make them insecure. The best way to give feedback to someone, for example, someone gave you their screenplay to read or someone gave you their movie so you can watch it, even if you don't like it, even if you don't think it's the best work, it's always great to give constructive feedback and help them to improve what they've done. So I highly recommend the sandwich technique. And the sandwich technique goes like this. You start with a positive comment. So you start with the positive. What was good? What did you like? There must be something that was good and that you really enjoyed. Then you go into giving a constructive feedback. This is where you can note the things that you might have not enjoyed a lot and how they can improve them. So give tips on how they can improve them, why they didn't work. So it's not like, oh, it was bad. Why was it bad? Why did you think it didn't work? And end with a positive note. And with some positive comments. So I highly recommend for people not to only apply this when giving feedback, but just in general in life. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's why it's called technique, sandwich technique. It requires practice. You have to spend time. You have to spend daily effort into that because you might not even notice how many times you criticize other people without even thinking about it. It just became your second nature. So it's a good idea to spend one day analyzing yourself. Like in fitness or like in nutrition. If you want to start losing weight, start counting calories. At least for like one day or like for 1 week. So you know how many calories you spend. You know what kind of things you eat that you shouldn't be eating. And the same thing goes here. Observe yourself. Write down each time you catch yourself saying something wrong. Like on a 15-minute interval. Like every 15 minutes, jot down something that tells about, oh, this 15 minutes went well. I didn't criticize anyone. Or this 15 minutes, I criticized 5 people. 3 minutes. Every 3 minutes, you criticize someone on average. Any critique is unpleasant to another person, whether it's big, something that can destroy someone, or it's small, like a little thing. Oh, I think this color doesn't suit you. Sometimes it can be very hurtful. So once you find out all of that stuff, see what it is. Most of the time, you're going to notice that there are negative words like don't or bad or unpleasant or something that has a negative connotation, something with a negative feeling to it.
Hey.
Yeah, like for example, it's such a strong word, but we use it for everything. I hate chips. I hate diets. I hate going to the gym. And you're saying it about to yourself. So it's important to observe not just things you say to others, but to yourself. You can't be critical to yourself. If not you, who else gonna love what you do or love you in a most authentic way? You have to love yourself. You have to treat yourself like you would treat your favorite puppy. You have to treat yourself like you would treat your favorite puppy. Think about it. Once you start doing that, then you start treating other people like that, and everyone will be happy. So focus on that.
Yes, I completely agree. And Konstantin always gives me this advice to treat myself like I would treat my favorite puppy. And I just want to add that words have so much power. So you have to be careful on how you use them, how you use them towards others, and how you use them towards yourself. You don't know what others are going through. When you say something to someone, you might just say it and go about your day and you forget it. But that note that or comment that you give to that person, it might stay with them for the whole day, for the whole month, for the rest of their lives. You don't know what they're going through, and you don't know how it can affect them. So you have to be careful on how you use words, and especially how you use words towards yourself.
I totally agree with this. Whenever you get a negative feedback, first of all, don't panic. Second of all, just say these 2 words. That's it. That's all you need to say. Just these 2 words. Thank you. Whether the feedback was negative, whether it was good or excellent or neutral, say thank you. Because first of all, if it's a negative feedback, it will stop them from saying anything else. If it's a good one, it's a good word to use. And if it's neutral, it's neutral. So thank you is a very useful word to use when you receive negative feedback. And now we're going to move to the obsession of the week category. So, Rumikay, what is your obsession?
My obsession of the week is actually a gift that you gave me this week. So Konstantin made me a 5-year anniversary book. And yeah, I have to say that that's my obsession of this week. I love it. And here's how it looks like. It's filled with so many pictures, so many wonderful memories from these 5 years that we've been together. So yeah, what's your obsession?
Table clip organizer. I mean, I'm obsessed with organizing, and I'm a Marie Kondo fan. Like, you're a Taylor Swift fan, I'm a Marie Kondo fan. I'm more fan of Marie Kondo than you're a fan of Taylor Swift, I can tell you that. This week I'm obsessed with cable clip organizer. Basically, it's the thing that you glue to your side of your table, so then you can put your iPhone cable, your computer cable, your other cables nicely upward, so then you have easy access. You don't have to always go down and pick them up from the floor. You can always pull them out from the same exact place and plug it in to charge your phone or watch or computer. So that was my obsession of the week.
Thank you so much for tuning in. And as always, click the like button and subscribe. And also you can listen to our podcast in any platform that you listen to podcasts. And yeah, that's it for today.
Thanks so much, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.